7. So if it is the first time you're joining us, you can catch up in the below sections. We'll have all the challenges from before. If not, and you've been following along with us, welcome to Challenge 7. So today's challenge was asking you to create your Christmas wish list. It had to accept 10 presents and add them to an empty list. Once you've added all your presents to your list, we want to print them all out, one after each other. Okay, so the first thing I can see we need is an empty list. So I will start with that. So I will have a variable called presents, and that will equal an empty list. So an empty list is just 2 square brackets. Next, I'm going to create my Christmas wish list, and it has to accept 10 presents. So to do this, I'm going to use a for loop. So to create a for loop, you type the word for, then the name of your variable, and I'm going to call this I, and then we want 10 presents, so I'm going to put in range 10. And to make sure I'm getting something 10 times, I'm going to print I and see what happens. So once I've done that and press run, I can see now I'm getting the numbers 0 to 9. But as there's actually 10 numbers, because we include 0, we can see that this is working. So now that I know it's running 10 times, I'm going to create a new variable that's in my for loop and call this one new presents. And with this one, I'm going to ask the user to input a present. So I need the input keyword, my brackets, and then my question. So what present do you want to add to your wish list? So I'll run that. So now it's asking me what the question. So let's see, I can add a scarf, some shoes, gloves, chocolate, a book, some music, a phone, some headphones, some biscuits, a top. And now I'm seeing it did ask me 10 times. Perfect. So what I now want to do is I've added them, but they've not gone anywhere. So now I need to change that. So to do that, I'm going to append to my list. And what that means is every time this question is asked, straight underneath, because Python code runs downward, as soon as someone inputs, I'm going to add it straight to that. So to do that, I state the name of my empty list, which is presents, dot append, and then in the brackets, I add what I want to add to that list, and that is going to be whatever I enter for the new presents. So to see if that works, I'm going to print out my presents list. So if we run that and I add some more items, so I can say a book, a computer, a candle, a scarf, a photo frame, a phone, some headphones, a top, a necklace, some earrings, and you can see now that I've added all those things and it's pushed them all to this empty list. So we've now created our Christmas wish list, it's accepting 10 presents and it's added them all to the empty list. So now we have them all. I want to print them out one after each other. So currently we're printing them out here and it's just showing them all on one line, and I think it cuts off because they're all on one line. So we do want to see them one after another. So to do that, we're going to we can get rid of this because we've tested it and it works. And we can say Now, another loop. So we'll say for present in presents. And what's that's going to do is these are each of the present in the presents list. So for each one, I want to print it out. So let's test that. So it's asking me again for my 10 presents. We will go scarf, gloves, hat, candle, earrings, book, headphones, painting set, a normal phone, and a notepad. And now you can see that each of the presents are getting printed one by one. You can always make it a little bit neater and add to your sentence here, and you can say I in a string, I would like and then add on your present, and you could just print maybe a statement saying my Christmas wish list. So let's run that one last time and see that it works. Okay, see if I can think of some more original Christmas presents, but I don't think I can. So we have maybe a cushion, some pots, some pans, some glasses. For those furnishing their house, you could ask for some curtains, a nice rug, maybe a teddy, a camera, a diary, maybe a calendar. And you can see they all printed out except I messed the space there. And so that is now your Christmas wish list with all your presents. It's asking you 10 times and then it prints them all out one by one in a nice list. So that is challenge 7, all done and dusted. We'll see you tomorrow for challenge 8. Remember, if you haven't done any of the other ones, you still have time to catch up, and we will see you tomorrow.